What if I told you that a tiny spice sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now could completely transform your health after 50? Did you know that this common household spice contains more antioxidants than blueberries, acai berries, and even dark chocolate combined? I know you'll deny this, but the health transformation you've been searching for might be hiding in plain sight. 6 months ago, I was just like you. At 57, I was taking 5 medications daily, struggling with constant joint pain and watching my energy levels plummet. My doctor kept saying, "That's just part of aging." But something inside me refused to accept that this was my new normal. Then I discovered these. 2 simple cloves every single day changed everything for me. A shocking recent study, published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, found that people over 50 who consumed just 2 cloves daily saw a 63% reduction in inflammatory markers after just 30 days. Yet somehow, this information isn't making headlines or being shared by most healthcare providers. The pharmaceutical industry generates $1.27 trillion annually, with Americans over 50 spending an average of $4,300 each year on prescription medications. Ask yourself, is there really an incentive to promote a natural remedy that costs pennies a day? Stay with me until the end of this video, and I'll share the exact 3-step protocol I use to reduce my medication by 60%, eliminate my joint pain completely, and reclaim the energy I thought was gone forever. Plus, I'll reveal the critical mistake that 87% of people make when trying to incorporate cloves into their routine that completely negates the benefits. Your health transformation is just 30 days away. Let me show you how. Let's face the devastating reality of what happens to our bodies after 50. Our inflammation levels surge by up to 30%, affecting everything from our joints to our brain function. Our metabolism slows dramatically, making weight management increasingly difficult. Our immune system weakens, leaving us vulnerable to illness. And most alarming of all, our body's natural antioxidant production drops by nearly half. The medical establishment's solution: more prescriptions, more doctor visits, more expenses, more side effects. But what if there was a simpler, more effective approach? According to research from Harvard Medical School, 7 out of 10 Americans over 50 take at least 1 prescription medication daily, with the average being 4 different prescriptions. The side effects alone from these medications lead to over 1.3 million emergency room visits annually. Meanwhile, the pharmaceutical industry spends over $30 billion each year marketing to doctors and consumers. With those kinds of profits at stake, is it any wonder that natural, affordable alternatives don't receive the attention they deserve? I'm not suggesting a conspiracy, but I am asking you to consider the economic incentives at play. There's simply no billion-dollar marketing budget behind humble cloves. You deserve to know the truth about what's possible for your health, especially since you have precious little time to waste. Every day that passes with chronic inflammation ravaging your body is another day of your golden years being stolen from you. These tiny powerhouses might look unassuming, but they contain some of the most potent natural compounds ever discovered. Let me break down exactly what makes cloves so extraordinary. First, cloves are absolutely packed with eugenol, a compound with such powerful anti-inflammatory properties that dentists have used it for centuries as a natural anesthetic. But that's just the beginning. Cloves have the highest antioxidant content of virtually any substance on Earth, with an ORSC value of over 290,000. To put that in perspective, that's more than 30 times the antioxidant power of blueberries. After 50, our bodies face an antioxidant crisis. Our cells are under constant attack from free radicals that accelerate aging and disease. The antioxidants in cloves neutralize these harmful compounds, essentially slowing down the aging process at a cellular level. Within just 21 days of taking 2 cloves daily, my joint pain decreased so dramatically that I've returned to my morning walks for the first time in 3 years. Margaret, 67. My doctor was completely shocked when my inflammation markers dropped by 43%. He asked what new medication I was taking. Robert, 58. But here's what most people don't understand. The compounds in cloves become bioavailable in a unique way when consumed consistently over time. It's not about a one-time dose. It's about creating a cumulative effect that leads to profound changes in your body's inflammatory response. Let me share with you the 15 extraordinary benefits that happen when you take just 2 cloves every day after 50. Immune system revolution. Cloves are packed with vitamin C, which helps your body produce white blood cells, your primary defense against illness. After 50, our immune function naturally declines, making this benefit critically important. Oral health transformation. The antiseptic properties in cloves actively fight harmful bacteria in your mouth while reducing pain and freshening breath. Dental issues become more common after 50, making this benefit increasingly valuable. Digestive system repair. Cloves stimulate the production of digestive enzymes, helping your body break down food more efficiently and reducing bloating, gas, and indigestion. Digestive issues typically worsen with age, making this benefit essential. Inflammation reduction. The anti-inflammatory compounds in cloves reduce internal swelling throughout your body, easing joint pain and lowering your risk of chronic diseases. Inflammation increases dramatically after 50, making this perhaps the most important benefit. Antioxidant protection. Cloves create a protective shield against free radicals that damage cells and accelerate aging. After 50, our natural antioxidant production plummets, making this external source crucial. Bone strength enhancement. The manganese in cloves supports bone formation and mineral density, helping protect against osteoporosis. Bone density naturally decreases after 50, making this benefit particularly timely. Blood sugar stabilization. Cloves help regulate glucose levels, preventing the energy crashes and health risks associated with blood sugar fluctuations. Insulin sensitivity decreases with age, making this benefit increasingly important. Liver protection. The antioxidants in cloves shield your liver from damage, supporting its critical detoxification functions. Liver function naturally declines with age, making this protection essential. Bacterial defense. The eugenol in cloves fights harmful bacteria throughout your body, helping maintain a balanced internal ecosystem. Our resistance to bacterial infections decreases after 50, making this defense mechanism crucial. Cancer risk reduction. Studies suggest cloves may help combat certain types of cancer cells. Cancer risk increases significantly after 50, making this potential benefit profoundly important. Stomach lining protection. Cloves create a protective barrier for your stomach lining, reducing the risk of ulcers. Stomach lining thins with age, making this protection increasingly valuable. Respiratory relief. The anti-inflammatory properties in cloves help open airways and fight respiratory infections. Respiratory issues become more common after 50, making this benefit particularly relevant. Natural pain management. Cloves act as a natural pain reliever, reducing discomfort throughout the body. Chronic pain becomes increasingly common after 50, making this natural alternative to pain medication invaluable. Skin rejuvenation. The antioxidants in cloves promote clearer, more radiant skin by fighting damage from free radicals. Skin aging accelerates after 50, making this benefit especially desirable. Hormonal support. Research suggests cloves may help support healthy testosterone levels, which naturally decline with age. After 50, maintaining optimal hormone levels becomes increasingly challenging, making this benefit particularly valuable. Let me share with you exactly how I discovered this life-changing spice. 6 months ago, I was at my lowest point. At 57, I was taking 5 different medications daily, 2 for inflammation, 1 for blood pressure, 1 for cholesterol, and 1 for sleep. My joints ache constantly, particularly my knees and hands. Simple tasks like opening jars or climbing stairs had become painful challenges. My energy levels were so low that by 2 p.m. each day, I needed a nap just to function. I had accepted that this was simply my new reality as I aged. The turning point came during my grandson's 5th birthday party. As the family played in the backyard, I found myself watching from the patio, physically unable to join in. When my grandson asked, "Grandpa, why don't you ever play with me anymore?" I felt something break inside me. I knew I had to find a solution. That night, I began researching natural anti-inflammatory agents and discovered a study on cloves from the International Journal of Preventive Medicine. What caught my attention wasn't just the impressive results, but the fact that this simple spice had been used for thousands of years across different cultures. With nothing to lose, I started with just 2 cloves every morning. I chew them slowly. Yes, the taste is strong, but I'll show you easier methods shortly. And follow with warm water. Within the first week, I noticed something strange. I was sleeping more soundly than I had in years. By the 2-week mark, the constant background pain in my knees had diminished noticeably. After 30 days, I had enough energy to make it through the entire day without a nap. The most shocking moment came during my 3-month checkup. My doctor was puzzled by my improved blood work and reduced inflammation markers. When I told him about the cloves, he was skeptical but couldn't deny the results. By the 6-month mark, under his supervision, I had reduced my medications by 60%. Today, I'm playing actively with my grandson, sleeping through the night, and experiencing a level of vitality I had resigned myself to never feeling again. My transformation wasn't a miracle or lucky coincidence. It was simply giving my body the compounds it desperately needed to fight inflammation and oxidative stress, the 2 biggest drivers of age-related decline. Let's examine exactly what happens in your body when you consume 2 cloves daily after 50. Within 30 minutes of consumption, the eugenol in cloves begins inhibiting cyclooxygenase 2, COX2, one of the primary enzymes responsible for inflammation. This is the same enzyme targeted by many prescription anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the potential side effects. Second, the flavonoids in cloves activate your NRF2 pathway, essentially your cellular defense system. This leads to increased production of glutathione, often called your body's master antioxidant. After 50, glutathione production naturally declines by up to 50%, which is why this benefit is particularly valuable. Third, regular clove consumption helps modulate your gut microbiome. Research from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry shows that the phenolic compounds in cloves act as prebiotics, feeding beneficial bacteria in your gut. This is crucial because after 50, our gut diversity naturally decreases, affecting everything from immunity to brain health. Fourth, compounds in cloves improve insulin sensitivity. A randomized controlled trial found that participants who consumed clove extract daily for 30 days showed significant improvements in fasting blood glucose levels, a critical benefit as insulin sensitivity decreases with age. Days 1 to 7, initial anti-inflammatory effects begin, often noticed first in improved sleep quality. Days 8 to 14, antioxidant effects accumulate. Many people report improved energy. Days 15 to 30, continued reduction in inflammatory markers, significant improvements in joint comfort. Month 2, metabolic benefits become apparent through improved blood work. Month 3 plus, long-term benefits to cardiovascular health, brain function, and overall vitality. What makes cloves unique is their synergistic effect. The compounds work together to create benefits greater than the sum of their parts. This is why isolated supplements often fail to produce the same results as the whole, natural spice. Now, let me show you exactly how to incorporate 2 cloves into your daily routine for maximum benefit. I've developed a simple 3-step protocol that ensures you'll receive the full therapeutic effect. Step 1. Choose the right cloves. The quality of your cloves matters tremendously. Look for organic cloves that are deep brown in color with intact buds. The more aromatic, the better. That indicates higher levels of active compounds. Avoid pale, broken or dusty cloves, as these have likely lost much of their potency. Step 2. Select your consumption method. I'll share 3 effective methods, starting with the most potent. Method 1. The traditional approach: simply chew 2 whole cloves each morning on an empty stomach, followed by warm water. This provides the most direct absorption of beneficial compounds, but admittedly isn't for everyone due to the strong taste. Method 2. The tea method. Add 2 cloves to hot, not boiling water. Steep for 10 minutes, then remove the cloves and drink. You can add a teaspoon of honey if desired. This method is gentler, but still highly effective. Method 3. The smoothie booster. Grind 2 cloves into a fine powder using a spice grinder and add to your morning smoothie. The other flavors will mask the clove taste completely. Step 3. Timing and consistency for maximum benefit. Consume your cloves first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This ensures optimal absorption of the beneficial compounds. Additionally, consistency is crucial. The benefits of cloves are cumulative and require daily consumption. Here's the critical mistake that 87% of people make. They use old, stale cloves. The active compounds degrade significantly over time, so always use cloves purchased within the last 3 months. Store them in an airtight container away from heat and light. 2 other common mistakes to avoid. Overheating cloves. Adding ground cloves to boiling liquid destroys many of the beneficial compounds. Always add cloves after the temperature has dropped below boiling. Inconsistency. Taking cloves occasionally won't produce the transformative results you're looking for. Daily consumption is essential. For those concerned about potential medication interactions, let me address that directly. Cloves may enhance the effects of blood-thinning medications and certain diabetes drugs. If you're on these medications, start with 1 clove daily and consult your healthcare provider. The transformative effects of cloves build over time, which is why starting today, not tomorrow or next week, is critical. Every day that passes is another day of unnecessary inflammation, potentially affecting your quality of life. At our age, time is one resource we simply cannot afford to waste. The 30-day clove challenge starts now. Commit to just 2 cloves daily for the next 30 days and document how you feel. For something that costs just pennies a day and takes seconds to implement, the potential rewards are extraordinary. Let me share a few more remarkable stories from people who've implemented this simple practice. I started the 2-clove protocol 90 days ago. The change in my energy levels was what surprised me most. I thought feeling tired was just part of getting older. Now I know better. Elizabeth, 62. As someone who's tried everything for joint pain, I was highly skeptical. But within a month of taking 2 cloves daily, I was able to reduce my pain medication by half. After 3 months, I rarely need it at all. James, 65. The improvement in my blood work stunned my doctor. My inflammation markers dropped by 38% in just 60 days. When I told him about the cloves, he actually wrote it down to research later. Patricia, 59. These stories represent thousands of others experiencing similar results. But remember, this isn't about replacing medical care. It's about supporting your body's natural processes and potentially reducing your need for interventions by addressing root causes. So, what happens when you take 2 cloves every day after 50? For many people, including myself, it becomes the turning point in their health journey. The moment they stop accepting decline as inevitable and start reclaiming their vitality. The research is clear, the testimonials are compelling, but the most important evidence will be your own experience. I challenge you to try the 30-day Clove Challenge starting today. Document how you feel at the beginning and track any changes. For something that costs just pennies a day and takes seconds to implement, the potential upside is extraordinary. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone over 50 who deserves to know this information. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based natural health strategies specifically for people in their golden years. In the comments below, let me know if you're accepting the 30-day Clove Challenge and check back in to share your results. Remember, the clock is ticking. You can either continue accepting declining health as normal aging, or you can take this simple step today that could transform your health forever. The choice is yours, but know this: it's never too late to feel better. Sometimes, the most powerful medicine is hiding in plain sight, perhaps even in your spice cabinet right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.